What's going on, everyone? So, with this Kawhi Leonard situation, there's a lot of questions. One, about what is going to happen. What is the punishment going to be? The general consensus seems to be that his contract is going to get voided, and then thus he would be a free agent and would have to find a new team. The question is, where does he end up going? There's a lot of thoughts about the Lakers, right? Because that's originally where he was going to go until the Clippers were able to land Paul George. And not just that, but then you don't even have to move, right? You stay in the same house, you stay in the same everything. You literally just go, across the street, and there you go. You're a Laker. So that is kind of the general thoughts. But one team that is in the mix, based on recent reports, particularly from Mark Stein, is the Golden State Warriors, right? That they are linked to Kawhi Leonard. And there is some talks about them kind of creating this super team with LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard both potentially going to the Warriors. Mark Stein said that, hey, LeBron to the Warriors has some credibility, that has some legs to it. The kind of consensus now is just how things are working and shaping up with the the Lakers is that LeBron is probably going to stay. I don't think, though, to be honest, I don't think LeBron knows for certain. There's so many factors still that need to go into play, right? Like, how did the Lakers feel? What if the Lakers win the championship? What if they lose in the first round, right? Like, that could sway things. What if the Cavs win the championship? What if the Cavs lose in the first round? That could sway things, right? The Warriors, right? Thing about the Warriors is they haven't been super healthy, and that's a big factor still. Like, Steph isn't getting younger. He ain't going to get healthier. Jimmy Butler's coming off of a significant injury. Kristaps Porzingis, who they want to keep dealing with a significant injury, right? There's still a lot of things that kind of go into this play. But, to me, I think personally for LeBron, it's the Lakers or the Cavs. I think those are the two teams. I think everyone else is just kind of just noise. Again, I don't know, just a fan, not some insider. It's not like I called LeBron and was like, hey, buddy, what do you think? Right? No, I don't know. I don't think he's going to go to the Warriors. I mean, there were even reports a couple weeks ago that were like, hey, Warriors isn't a thing, right? So, like I say with this stuff, it always just boils down to who's the insider that you trust more. But the idea and potential of the Golden State Warriors creating this super team by adding LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard, again, is at least a point of conversation. I don't think it's going to happen because if Kawhi and LeBron do want to team up, why not just team up on the Lakers, right? Lakers have more cap space, so they could pay both more. LeBron doesn't even have to leave. Kawhi, literally, like I said, just goes across the street, right? You'd have Luka Doncic, who is better than anybody on the Warriors at this stage of his career and would still be the best player on the Lakers, right? You also have LeBron, who is fully committed into that third option role, off-ball role. Kawhi Leonard is incredibly efficient. It would be such a natural fit because, you think of the Warriors. So who's coming off the bench? Draymond? Or are you going to start, Steph, Jimmy, Kawhi, LeBron, and Draymond? Are you going to have Porzingis come off the bench? You're going to let Porzingis walk? How is that going to work? Right? Where the Lakers, Kawhi just easily plugs in. You got Luka, Austin Reeves, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and DeAndre Ayton. Boom, there you go. Right? If depending on how much you pay Kawhi, you might even be able to add in another piece or two. Right? And you're probably the best team in basketball. And the Lakers could, if they needed to, go and trade Austin Reeves. Right? Let's say it isn't working. Let's say, Austin Reeves is now the fourth option and he just isn't producing to the level that makes sense. Right? And you have Kawhi for the next 2-3 years and LeBron for the next 2 or 3 years. Right? You could just go trade Austin Reeves and go get those complementary pieces, go get that bench depth and all that stuff to be even better if you need to. Right? Or if it does work, then now you're the best team in all of basketball. I don't think it makes a ton of sense for, the Warriors to get him over the Lakers. I don't never say never. Again, it's very possible, right? LeBron and Steph kind of have this, they went from heated rivals to besties. And, he might just say, hey, you know what? I've always wanted to play with Steph. I'm doing my farewell tour. Let me go and team up with Steph one time and let's just see how this falls. And Kawhi is well, I was going to go to the Warriors anyway, so let's go there, right? Like that could be a real possibility. Kawhi by himself on the Warriors could, again, health-wise, could be enough, right? Like, I don't even think they really need LeBron at that point, because, again, then you have Steph, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, and Kristaps Porzingis. That roster's ridiculous, right? Like, again, the LeBron thing might actually be overkill at that point, right? Like, and, again, you'd have to jump through so many hoops, right? Like, and LeBron's probably not going to take a vet minimum, because, again, if he was going to take a vet minimum, then he might as well go to Cleveland. Or stay with the Lakers, right? Because the Lakers would have enough money to go and get Kawhi and other things and then still sign LeBron if he's willing to take a vet minimum, right? You go sign Kawhi for $25 million and go get a Peyton Watson or something. Best team in basketball by a large margin at that point, right? Like, so no matter how you slice it, if you're the Lakers, right? Like, it makes the most sense to have LeBron and Kawhi team up in LA than the Warriors. But the Warriors, again, would be another kind of interesting option. Another thing, too, that I think is worth noting, right? Like, the Cavs could realistically, and they'd have to jump through some hoops, but it wouldn't be too hard for them. They realistically, if they're willing to trade Evan Mobley, could team up Giannis and LeBron. So, would LeBron rather team up with Kawhi or team up with Giannis? Because that would be, and then they could build a super team, right? Like, and so, again, there's a lot of potential for things. Is kind of this unique scenario, though, where you have guys like Kawhi and LeBron that are going to be cheaper than normally because of, one, avoided contract, two, LeBron's age at this stage, and the teams that have cap space and them being free agents, right? So, like, you kind of have this, like, unique outlier, which I think is kind of interesting. It's kind of, it's like you have these guys, which I wonder if will continue to be a thing as, like, guys get older, right? Like, guys are playing later and later, playing more years, playing more, in the later age, right? Like, you look at KD and guys like that, right? Like, if that continues, right? Like, you could have something where, Anthony Edwards in whatever 15 seasons from now is still really good, but, like, he's not, teams are a little reluctant to give him some money, so he just goes and signs with the team for like $20 million, and now they have a super team, right? I wonder if that'll be like the new way to build super teams is kind of my thought process, but it'll be interesting. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I ask a question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you think the Warriors make sense to build this type of super team? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Else for not, enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.